Those who had scary stories in their childhood tell us. I think it was fourth grade, back in 1998 or 1999. One day, I somehow missed the bus and had to wait in the cafeteria for my ride. The cafeteria felt huge and empty, just folding tables and rough brick columns, making me feel small and alone. I kept glancing around, making sure I didn't miss my ride or someone coming to get me. I was upset with myself for missing the bus, feeling uneasy in the silence. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the cafeteria. I jumped and quickly hid behind one of the columns. The door to the boys' bathroom burst open, and 3 boys came running out, screaming their lungs out. They stopped a few feet away, clinging to each other, their eyes wide with fear, before bursting into laughter, an odd mix of relief and exhilaration. I recognized the boys. They were known troublemakers, the kind of kids teachers kept a close eye on. But looking back, I think that label might have been a bit harsh. I walked up to them, curiosity getting the better of me. "What did you do?" "I saw you run out screaming," I asked. They shifted uncomfortably, clearly not wanting to share. I was known as a bit of a goody two shoes, the kind who might tattle on them. After some hesitation, one of them finally told me they had successfully conjured Bloody Mary. Back then, in Oklahoma, Christianity was the unquestioned norm, and anything remotely linked to the supernatural was considered evil. I had heard of Bloody Mary from the scary story collections I loved to read, and I knew it was considered the devil, but seeing the genuine fear and relief on these boys' faces made it more real than any story I'd ever read. They gave me a description of what they saw. It was odd and specific: darkness, then fire, and then a crazy woman with red eyes, screaming and armed to the teeth, attacking them through the mirror. The image stuck with me, vivid and unsettling. For the next few days, I asked other kids, mostly older ones, if they had ever tried summoning Bloody Mary. I wrote down the details of their experiences, gathering descriptions of successful conjurings. One story that stood out was about 2 brothers who forced their younger sister to participate by physically detaining her and summoning Bloody Mary. As I pieced together all these stories, one detail upset me greatly. Almost none of the children knew each other. They didn't communicate across grades or genders, but every single one of them insisted on one detail: Bloody Mary's hands had green gloves on them. That specific, consistent detail haunted me. How could so many different kids, who didn't even talk to each other, describe the same thing? The idea that something so eerie and consistent could exist in our collective fears left me with a lingering unease that I still haven't shaken.